My beloved child, listen carefully and do not skip, because the moment you opened this message, something shifted in the unseen world around you. For the last 11 days, your son has been trying to reach you. Not just with his words, but with his spirit, his emotions, and his silent cries that you felt without knowing why. And today, for the first time, the signal he has been sending matched your exact spiritual frequency. That's why this message found you at this exact second. Stay until the end, because the window that opened for you is already closing, and if you exit too early, he will believe you're not hearing him anymore. Something huge is waiting for you, and you're seconds away from understanding why your son's spirit has been pulling on your heart, your mind, and even your dreams. This didn't happen by accident. Your timing, your tears, your sleepless thoughts, your worries, your guilt, your hopes, every piece of your journey has led to this moment. Don't skip. That strange pull you feel in your chest right now is not fear. It's recognition. You are sensing something you were supposed to notice long ago. Your son has been trying to reach the one person who carries the authority to shift his life, you. Not because you're perfect, not because you always knew what to do, but because spiritually, you are connected to him in a way heaven takes seriously. God says he has been tracking the energy, the pain, the confusion, and the desire inside your son. And your name appeared as the one who can pull him back from the edge of despair. Most people will never hear this kind of message. But you're not most people. You carry the strength of someone who survives storms that should have broken you, someone who rises even after feeling empty, someone who fights silently even when others misjudge you loudly. Stay until the end, my beloved one. Something massive is waiting for you. And here is the part you were never supposed to know. In the spirit realm, there is a channel, a heavenly signal, that activates when a parent's authority is needed to protect a child. That channel lit up around you between 2:11 a.m. and 2:14 a.m. recently. Your name was highlighted. Heaven said, find them before the connection closes again. Your son is standing on the edge of a moment that could change his life emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and socially. But if you ignore these signs, the spiritual window around him will shift to someone else who steps in. My beloved child, don't skip. Your son is trying to contact you. And this may be the only moment heaven gives you to step into this gap for him. Before you take another breath, listen. When you reached the end of part 1, the spiritual signal around your name strengthened. Heaven took your attention as a sign that you're still aligned with this message. The next 30 seconds determine whether this message works fully for your son, or fades away. Your son isn't trying to reach many people. He is trying to reach one person. And all signs point directly to you. Stay until the end. Let me tell you something that only a few parents ever hear in their lifetime. When heaven reviewed the signal again, your name didn't just appear, it glowed. A rare marker activated beside your name, something called the parental intervention code. It triggers only when a child is close to a life-changing emotional shift. Heaven said, this parent has been overlooked. Bring them forward. My beloved one, destiny is not knocking. It is pounding. Don't skip. This is the moment where your path splits in two, the future your family has been surviving, and the future your family was meant for. Something gigantic is waiting for you. And if you're reading this, the window has not closed yet. Heaven is also observing your consistency, the way you show up, the way you finish what you start, the way you love even when you're tired. Stay until the end because your energy is being read right now. If this message is resonating even a little, that's not coincidence. That's alignment. Before you move forward, whisper silently, I'm ready to help him. Stay until the end. Something enormous is already on its way. And here's what heaven wants you to know now. Your son's emotional pattern is showing signals that surprised even the angels assigned to him. His heart is tired. His spirit is heavy. His mind is overwhelmed. But his connection to you is still strong enough to pull him back. God says your son is not just seeking support. He is crying out for someone who understands his pain without him needing to explain it. Stay until the end. Your son has a rare emotional pattern called the Phoenix Trigger. It appears when a child is going through a season where they feel lost, unseen, or misunderstood, but are also on the edge of a breakthrough that can rise from their lowest moment. This is not random. Everything in his life, the hurt, the pressure, the mistakes, the confusion, has brought him to a moment where your presence can shift his entire future. Don't skip. Something is aligning for him through you. When God reviewed his emotional and spiritual timeline again, something unexpected appeared. A rare marker called the rapid healing shift. This means your son is entering a phase where one conversation, one gesture, one message from you can flip his entire life in days instead of years. That is why heaven is urging you urgently. Your son is reaching out not with words, but with energy, emotion, and spiritual signals. For your daughter, support by giving a super thanks up to $100, as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it. Your son feels unseen. He feels disconnected. And he's trying to contact the one person who can reconnect him to hope, you. My beloved soul, don't skip. Heaven says your son is entering the final confirmation cycle. It means the spiritual world is checking if the parent meant to help him is actually listening. If you feel a chill, a heaviness, or an emotional pull right now, that's the confirmation. When heaven reviewed the final scan, your name didn't remain still. It surged. Your compassion spiked. Your spiritual authority increased. That's why your son's energy keeps pulling toward you. Heaven said your heart still carries the power to lift him. Don't skip. Stay until the end. Your son's inner world is rushing toward you because you're the key to unlocking his next chapter. God believes your rise as a parent is overdue. Your son needs you now more than ever. And you're stepping into a season where everything will begin to shift in your favor and his. Stay until the end, my beloved one. The next part will reveal exactly why heaven refuses to let your son give up on contacting you. My beloved chosen one, listen closely. Because where the last part ended was only the beginning of what heaven is revealing right now. Something deeper is opening around your son, and you need to hear this before the window closes. Do not skip. Do not look away. Your son is trying to reach you, and the spiritual connection between you and him is becoming more urgent by the second. Your son has been sending signals toward you. Not just emotional signals. Not just physical signs. But spiritual signs. Signs that heaven has been monitoring. Signs that I, the Lord your God, have been watching closely. Because the bond between a parent and a child is not a small thing. It is a divine assignment. It is a sacred connection. And your son's spirit has been calling for you, louder than ever. Stay till the end. This part matters. Because your son is closer to giving up than you think. He is tired. He is drained. He is fighting battles he doesn't know how to explain. He is carrying weights he doesn't know how to release. And even though he wants to reach you, he fears being a burden. He fears being misunderstood. He fears being ignored again. My child, understand this. Your son isn't silent because he doesn't care. He is silent because he is hurting. He is fighting storms that make him believe you won't understand. He is facing voices that make him think you are too busy, too stressed, or too disappointed to hear him. But his spirit is still reaching out. His heart is still trying. His soul is still calling your name. Do not skip. Something important is happening. Heaven is pulling you closer to this truth. And you must hear the full message before your son's spirit closes the door from exhaustion. Your son is standing between two emotional worlds. The world where he wants to be strong. And the world where he needs help. He feels pressure to appear brave. He feels forced to survive on his own. He feels like he must solve everything himself. But he can't. And that is why your connection is needed right now. Not next week. Not later. Now. My child, hear me. Your son has been trying to contact you in ways you did not notice. A sudden thought of him. A random worry. A dream about him. A strange heaviness in your chest. A moment where his name crossed your mind out of nowhere. These were not random. These were signals. These were spiritual alerts. These were heaven's way of saying, pay attention. Stay. Do not skip. This is the part where understanding enters your heart. Your son has reached the quiet stage of suffering. This stage is dangerous. This stage makes him withdraw. It makes him feel alone. It makes him stop asking for help. It makes him think it's easier to remain silent than to be misunderstood. But at the same time, his spirit is begging for someone to notice his pain. That someone is you. You are not just a parent. You are a chosen covering. You are his shield. You are his safe place. And even when he tries to act strong, his spirit still leans toward you. He needs your voice. He needs your presence. He needs your understanding. He needs your guidance. And heaven is urging you to reach him before his silence becomes distance. My beloved chosen one, hear what God is saying now. Your son feels disconnected from the world. But he does not want to be disconnected from you. He fears disappointing you. He fears failing you. He fears that his battles may cause you stress. So he hides. He keeps everything inside. He carries storms in silence. He walks through emotional nights alone. But the reason he still tries to reach you spiritually is simple. His soul knows your voice brings light. His heart knows your love brings safety. His spirit knows your presence brings strength. Do not skip. This is where the message begins to shift into clarity. Your son is being spiritually watched over. He is being protected by angels. He is being covered by grace. But heaven is waiting for you to take your place. Because a parent's prayer carries power that no one else can replace. Your prayer shifts timelines. Your prayer opens doors. Your prayer breaks spiritual barriers. Your prayer can save him from battles he doesn't even speak of. Let me tell you what I see. Your son is struggling with memories he hides. He is dealing with fears he never mentions. He is carrying pressure that makes him feel older than his age. He feels responsible for things he shouldn't. He feels guilty for things that aren't his fault. He feels like life expects too much from him. And this weight has been making him pull away slowly. But he doesn't want to disappear. He just wants someone to notice his silent cry. And God says, I am sending you to him. Reach him gently. Reach him softly. Reach him calmly. Speak to him with love. Let him know he is not a burden. Let him know he is safe with you. Let him know he is allowed to feel. Let him know he is allowed to fall and rise again. Do not skip. More is being revealed. Your son is entering a turning point. A moment where he will either open up or shut down. This moment is fragile. This moment is divine. This moment must be handled with love. If you reach him now, he will respond. His heart is waiting for a signal from you. A message. A call. A soft word. A gentle question. A simple, "Are you okay?" It will unlock him. It will melt the walls he built. For your daughter, support by giving a super thanks up to $100 as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it. Back from emotional distance. My child, hear this truth. Your son has not given up on you. But he fears you might give up on him. That fear is the reason he hesitates. That fear is the reason he doesn't speak. That fear is the reason he stays quiet. But heaven is giving you authority today to break that fear off his life. Stay till the end. This is crucial. Your son's destiny is powerful. His calling is strong. His purpose is great. But the enemy has been trying to attack him through loneliness, isolation, and emotional heaviness. Not to destroy his life, but to disconnect him from the people who can lift him. And you are at the center of that connection. God says, I am restoring the bond between you. I am healing the space between you. I am strengthening the heart between you. But this restoration requires your movement. One message. One call. One moment of kindness. One moment of attention. And the spiritual walls around him will fall. Your son hears you even when he doesn't respond. Your son needs you even when he pushes away. Your son loves you even when he is quiet. Do not let silence fool you. My beloved child, stay. Because here comes the final revelation. Your son is not giving up on you. He is giving up on himself. And God is sending you as the voice that brings him back. Reach for him. Speak to him. Check on him. Love him without pressure. Love him without judgment. Love him without assumptions. Because your voice, your words, and your presence carry the healing he cannot find alone. God says, if you reach him now, you will save him from a valley he cannot walk through by himself. Your son is trying to contact you. Reach back before he loses hope, and heaven will stand with you. But listen closely now, because what God is revealing in this moment is deeper than what you first understood. There is a shift happening around you, and it is not a small shift. It is a major spiritual turning point, a divine rearrangement, and a supernatural course correction that is unfolding right now. You may not see all the details, but heaven has already stepped into position. Angels have already taken their stations. The atmosphere is changing around your name, around your home, around your path, and around the promise that belongs to you. God is not only moving for you. God is also moving through you, and because of that, every hidden force that has tried to oppose you is losing power by the second. God says you are about to walk into the part of your story that the enemy never wanted you to reach, the part where the chains snap, the part where the cycles break, the part where what was delayed is released, and the part where what was stolen is restored. You may feel tired, but heaven says you will recover strength. You may feel uncertain, but heaven says clarity is coming. You may feel stretched, but heaven says the stretching was preparation. Nothing has been wasted. Not one tear. Not one prayer. Not one silent moment of pain. Not one sleepless night. Every part is being woven together for a breakthrough that will not resemble anything you have ever experienced before. And God says this next phase of your life will require your heart, your focus, and your yes. You cannot return to old patterns, old connections, old fears, or old limitations. They no longer match the version of you that God is raising right now. You are stepping into a season where your faith must rise, your voice must strengthen, and your spirit must stay awake. You cannot shrink to fit environments that no longer carry your blueprint. You cannot dim your light to comfort people who benefited from your silence. You cannot reduce your calling to make room for those who refuse to grow. This time, you must move with intention. This time, you must move with fire. This time, you must move with conviction and trust that God is walking step by step with you. Everything that once intimidated you is losing its power. Everything that once drained you is being removed. Everything that once confused you is being exposed. God is clearing the noise around your spirit, so you can hear Him clearly. God is removing distractions, so you can focus. God is lifting burdens, so you can breathe again. God is shutting doors that lead nowhere, and unlocking doors that lead to purpose, favor, and divine elevation. You are not entering a season of small upgrades. You are entering a season of complete transformation. The Lord says this is the moment where the ground beneath you shifts into alignment, where the path ahead of you becomes illuminated, where the attacks you faced lose their authority, and where the blessings assigned to you begin to manifest openly. What was once hidden will now appear. What was once silent will now speak. What was once distant will now come near. The fullness of what God promised you is not a distant dream. It is approaching. It is moving. It is unfolding. And the Lord says something powerful. He says, "Do not fear the unknown, because I am already there." Every step ahead of you has already been prepared. Every battle has already been measured. Every promise has already been secured. You are not walking into uncertainty. You are walking into destiny. You are not stepping into confusion. You are stepping into clarity. You are not entering this next season alone. Heaven is walking with you, covering you, and guiding you toward a future that carries purpose, stability, and divine peace. Now listen carefully. God says you will begin to feel a pull in your spirit, a gentle stirring, a divine nudge. It will guide you toward new decisions, new opportunities, and new directions. Do not resist it. Do not talk yourself out of it. Do not let fear make you hesitate. When God stirs you, it is because something is ready. When God pushes you, it is because something has reached its time. When God moves you, it is because the season you once stood in has completed its assignment. This is your moment to rise. This is your moment to trust. This is your moment to shift into a higher realm of faith and purpose. You will begin to feel strength returning to places where you once felt weak. You will begin to feel courage awakening in areas where you once felt afraid. You will begin to feel vision increasing where you once felt blocked. This is not imagination. This is not emotion. This is spiritual transformation, and it is real. God says the breakthrough that is coming will not slip from your hands. The blessing assigned to you will not be diverted. The miracle prepared for you will not be stopped. The time of interference is over. The time of confusion is over. The time of sabotage is over. You are entering a space where God Himself defends you. God Himself protects you. God Himself fights for you. And when God fights for you, nothing can defeat you. Right now, heaven is lifting you. Right now, heaven is surrounding you. Right now, heaven is releasing divine momentum over your life. You are being pulled out of old warfare. You are being lifted above old storms. You are being repositioned for blessings that your past cannot interfere with. And the Lord says the chapter ahead will carry joy, peace, restoration, and elevation. And now, as this message closes, God says something final and powerful. He says, "Prepare your heart, because what is coming is greater than what was lost. Prepare your spirit, because what is rising is stronger than what fell. Prepare your faith, because what I am releasing will reveal my hand in your life like never before. This is your time. This is your turn. This is your breakthrough. Walk forward with confidence, because heaven is already ahead of you." For your son, support by giving a super thanks up to $100, as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, "Lord, I believe this word and I receive it.